What if aging isn't just something that happens to you, but something that can actually be slowed down at the cellular level? What if instead of waiting for disease to appear, we could influence the very signals that control inflammation, repair, metabolism, and longevity itself? And after everything we've explored on peptide culture, from fat loss peptides to advanced stacks, metabolic drugs, and recovery compounds, today we shift into one of the most powerful and controversial areas of peptide science. Because the real question in 2026 is this: are there peptides that can actually slow aging? And not just extend lifespan, but improve health span, the quality of those years. Because living longer means nothing if those extra years are filled with fatigue, disease, and decline. So today, we're breaking down 5 longevity peptides that are gaining serious attention in 2026, based on current research, emerging data, and real-world use trends. No hype, just what actually matters. Let's start with number 1, Epidolon. Epidolon is one of the most talked about longevity peptides for a reason. It is believed to influence telomerase activity, the enzyme responsible for maintaining telomeres, which are protective caps on the ends of chromosomes. As we age, telomeres shorten, and that shortening is linked to cellular aging. Some early research suggests Epidolon may help maintain or even extend telomere length. That's a big deal, because telomere shortening is associated with aging, immune decline, and increased disease risk. In addition to that, Epidolon has been linked to improved sleep patterns, antioxidant effects, and potential regulation of circadian rhythms. While large-scale human trials are still limited, its mechanism places it at the center of longevity discussions in 2026. Now, number 2, MOTS-C. MOTS-C is not just another peptide. It's a mitochondrial-derived peptide. That means it's produced inside your mitochondria, the energy factories of your cells. Why does that matter? Because aging is deeply connected to mitochondrial dysfunction. As mitochondria become less efficient, energy production drops, metabolic health declines, and cellular damage increases. MOTS-C has been shown in early studies to improve metabolic flexibility, enhance insulin sensitivity, and potentially mimic some benefits of exercise at the cellular level. In simple terms, it may help your cells use energy more efficiently. And that's why many researchers see mitochondrial peptides like MOTS-C as a key part of the future of anti-aging medicine. Now number 3, tesamorelin. Yes, we've discussed tesamorelin before, but now we're looking at it from a longevity perspective. Tesamorelin, sold as Egrifta, stimulates growth hormone release and has been shown to reduce visceral fat. And here's why that matters for aging. Visceral fat is not just about appearance. It's metabolically active and strongly linked to inflammation, cardiovascular disease, and insulin resistance.
Peptide, and that's what allows us to sleep deep. It allows us to hold on to muscle, it allows our joints to feel good. It allows us to have that youthful appearance. But as we age, it drops down very rapidly. And so what they did in the study is they took these people and they measured a marker called IGF-1. And for those of you who ran your blood labs with us, you know I'm always fixated on that because that is your longevity and vitality metric. It's one of the most important in the body. And they found that most of these patients were testing like an 80 or 90-year-old.
By reducing this type of fat, tesamorelin may indirectly improve metabolic health, which is one of the biggest drivers of aging-related disease. It's not a direct anti-aging peptide, but it targets one of the core contributors to aging decline. Now number 4, BPC-157. BPC-157 is often discussed as a healing peptide, but its role in longevity is becoming more interesting. Why? Because one of the hallmarks of aging is reduced recovery capacity. Injuries take longer to heal. Inflammation lingers. Tissue repair slows down. BPC-157 has shown potential in promoting tissue repair, reducing inflammation, and supporting gut health. While human data is still limited, its ability to support recovery makes it relevant in the longevity conversation.
157 combats muscle atrophy, particularly in cases of chronic diseases or severe injuries. This helps preserve tissue and muscle functionality. Its neuroprotective properties are also noteworthy, especially in injuries involving nerve damage. So in summary, BPC-157 shows potential in promoting tissue regeneration, improving blood flow, influencing growth factors, and modulating the inflammatory response. It also helps mitigate issues like scarring and muscle.
Because aging is not just about preventing damage, it's about maintaining the ability to repair. Now number 5, CJC 1295. CJC 1295 stimulates natural growth hormone release by mimicking GHRH. Growth hormone plays a key role in tissue repair, muscle maintenance, fat metabolism, and overall vitality. As we age, natural growth hormone levels decline. CJC 1295 doesn't replace growth hormone, it encourages your body to produce more of it naturally. This makes it attractive for those looking to support muscle mass, recovery, and metabolic function as they age. However, balance is important. Excessive growth hormone signaling over long periods may carry risks, so this is an area where careful monitoring matters. Now let's step back.
This study was published in the journal Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, and what they found is that when given CJC, their growth hormone did increase, but it increased in the same natural pulsatile fashion as it did in placebo, just with more, right? So it maintained that same pulsatile fashion, that same regularity. Again, so important because it allows for all the downstream things and the hormonal changes that come as a result of increases to take effect without just like blindsiding your body with one massive type of exogenous thing, right?
What do all these peptides have in common? They don't stop aging. They target mechanisms associated with aging: cellular repair, mitochondrial function, hormonal balance, inflammation, metabolic health, telomere maintenance. This is the new direction of medicine. Instead of treating diseases after they appear, we're starting to influence the processes that lead to those diseases in the first place. But here's the reality check. As of March 2026, many longevity peptides are still in early research stages. Some are not FDA approved. Long-term human data is limited for several of them. This means curiosity must be balanced with caution, because the same pathways that influence longevity can also affect cancer risk, metabolic balance, and hormonal systems. And there's another important truth. No peptide can replace lifestyle. Sleep, nutrition, movement, and stress management still form the foundation of longevity. Peptides may enhance these systems, but they cannot fix a broken baseline. So the real question is not just which peptide slows aging. It's how do we combine science with lifestyle to extend health span? And now I want to ask you something. If you had the ability to influence your biology at the cellular level, to potentially slow aspects of aging, would you take that step, or would you wait until long-term data is fully established? Because the future of longevity is not coming. It's already here, it's just not fully understood yet. If you want to stay ahead of that future with real, up-to-date insights, subscribe to Peptide Culture right now. And tell me in the comments, which of these longevity peptides do you think has the most potential to actually change how we age?